Welcome back to Homey Studio, where we explore interiors that feel lived in, grounded, and emotionally warm. Today, we're stepping into a world shaped by silence, snowfall, and slow living. A place where textures matter more than trends, and warmth is created not only by fire, but by materials, light, and thoughtful design. In this video, we're exploring winter cabin interiors. Spaces designed to shelter, comfort, and reconnect us with nature during the coldest months of the year. These interiors are not about perfection. They're about atmosphere. About slowing down. About creating rooms that feel like an embrace when winter settles in outside. The sheltered core. Winter cabin interiors are built around the idea of protection and refuge. The moment you step inside, the design shifts away from the harshness of the outdoors and moves toward warmth and enclosure. Walls feel thicker. Ceilings feel lower and more intimate. Spaces are designed to hold heat, sound, and stillness. Wood dominates the interior envelope. Log walls, timber panels, or wide planked wood surfaces wrap the space in natural texture. The grain is visible, knots are celebrated, and imperfections are left untouched. This raw honesty gives the cabin its grounded character. Wood tones range from honeyed oak to deep, smoked walnut, depending on whether the atmosphere leans rustic or modern. Floors are often solid wood or stone softened with layered rugs. These rugs don't just decorate, they insulate, absorb sound, and create visual warmth. In winter cabins, nothing feels accidental. Every surface contributes to comfort. The layout favors inward-facing design. Seating turns toward the center. Windows frame views but never overpower the interior. The goal is balance, being connected to nature while remaining protected from it. Fire, weight, and stillness. At the heart of every winter cabin interior is a focal point that grounds the space, the fireplace. Whether it's built from stone, brick, concrete, or plaster, it acts as the emotional anchor of the room. Fireplaces in winter cabins are often oversized, heavy, and intentionally slow in appearance. Thick hearths, deep fireboxes, and textured surrounds make the fire feel permanent and dependable. This sense of visual weight adds psychological comfort, especially during long winter evenings. Furniture is arranged around this core. Sofas face inward. Armchairs are pulled close. Ottomans and benches allow the space to adapt to different moments, quiet mornings, shared dinners, or late-night conversations. Seating is generous and low. Cushions are deep. Fabrics are chosen for warmth and touch rather than style alone. Wool, boucle, flannel, and linen blends dominate upholstery, creating surfaces that feel soft even in low temperatures. In winter cabins, stillness is part of the design. Nothing feels rushed. The room invites you to sit longer, move slower, and stay present. Texture is comfort. Texture is one of the most important design elements in winter cabin interiors. Because daylight is limited and outdoor activity slows, the interior experience becomes more tactile. Layering is intentional. Chunky knit throws are draped casually over sofas and chairs. Faux fur and shearling add softness without feeling overly styled. Cushions vary in size and fabric, creating depth and visual warmth. Rugs are layered rather than matched. A flat woven base rug may be topped with a thicker wool or shag texture. This creates contrast underfoot and enhances the feeling of insulation. Walls are rarely left bare. Wood paneling, lime-washed finishes, or textured plaster add subtle variation that catches soft light throughout the day. Even minimal cabins rely on texture rather than decoration to create interest. Curtains are heavy and full, often made from linen, wool blends, or thick cotton. They frame windows gently, softening harsh winter light and adding privacy during dark evenings. In winter cabins, texture replaces ornament. It becomes the language of comfort. Winter light scenes. Lighting in winter cabin interiors is never harsh. It's layered, low, and warm. Overhead lighting is used sparingly. Instead, the space relies on table lamps, floor lamps, wall sconces, and candlelight to create atmosphere. Each light source serves a purpose: reading, resting, or simply glowing in the background. Warm color temperatures enhance wood tones and soften shadows. Lamps often feature fabric shades, ceramic bases, or aged metal finishes that diffuse light gently into the room. Firelight plays a major role. Even when the fire isn't lit, the fireplace remains visually warm, acting as a sculptural centerpiece. When lit, the flickering glow adds movement and depth, making the room feel alive. Winter cabins are designed for long evenings. Lighting is arranged to support slow routines, reading, quiet conversations, and moments of reflection. Shadows are welcome. Darkness is not something to fight, but something to work with. Quiet details, natural rhythm. Decor in winter cabin interiors is intentional and restrained. Objects are chosen for meaning, not quantity. Handmade ceramics, wooden bowls, woven baskets, and stoneware add authenticity. These pieces often show wear, texture, and age, reinforcing the sense of timelessness. Nothing feels new for the sake of being new. Nature-inspired accents appear subtly: pine branches in simple vases, dried florals, stacked firewood, or natural textiles folded nearby. These elements connect the interior to its surroundings without becoming seasonal clichés. Artwork is minimal. When present, it tends to be abstract, landscape-inspired, or monochromatic, allowing the materials of the space to remain the focus. Storage is integrated and understated. Shelving feels built-in. Cabinets blend into walls. The space remains visually calm, allowing the mind to rest. The winter pause. Winter cabin interiors are designed around moments of pause. These spaces encourage stillness by removing visual noise and embracing simplicity. Furniture placement allows for breathing room, letting each piece feel intentional rather than crowded. Empty space becomes part of the design, offering calm between textures and materials. Seating is positioned to support quiet rituals, morning coffee by the window, reading beside the fire, or watching snowfall in silence. Side tables are kept close and practical, holding books, ceramics, or warm drinks within easy reach. Nothing interrupts the flow of movement or the sense of ease. Sound is softened through layered textiles, wood surfaces, and upholstered furniture, creating an interior that feels hushed and protective. This acoustic warmth is just as important as visual comfort during winter months. In winter cabins, design supports emotional rest. The interior slows the pace of daily life, allowing the home to become a place of reflection, warmth, and gentle rhythm rather than constant activity. Winter cabin interiors remind us that good design is not always about more. Sometimes, it's about less noise, softer light, deeper textures, and slower living. These spaces are not meant to impress at first glance. They're meant to support quiet moments, shared warmth, and a sense of belonging during the coldest time of the year. If you enjoyed exploring these interiors, take a moment to slow down and imagine how warmth, texture, and simplicity could transform your own space. Thank you for spending this time with us here at Homey Studio. We'll see you again in the next design journey.